Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you all come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, but definitely hit the like button. I want you all to know that I truly appreciate your support as we continuously go up, as more people start to learn about the channel, rather it is recommendation or hate. It brings subscribers over and they get the opportunity to see what the channel is truly about as we bring you good content on different situations and trending topics. I want you guys to know I truly appreciate your support from the awesome moderators that I have that rock with me to the people that have been here from the very beginning. I truly appreciate that. Even people that was here way like 8-9 years ago when I was just uploading stuff and I really wasn't into YouTube like that. So, they've even gotten into it. People from all walks of life, from all over. It's always very intriguing to me when I see people that find my channel from all overseas, not the hackers, not them, but I'm talking about real people that tap in from overseas, not the hackers that have been paid to try and tap in. Okay. Um, you know, um, but just different people, that's interested in what's going on, what we have to talk about in the adult conversations that we have, because as I always say, everybody's opinion is definitely respected. I just don't allow people that I know are paid to promote propaganda. That'll get you blocked faster than you could ever know. I was getting ready to say something else, okay? That'll get you blocked faster than you could ever know. Okay. But today I wanted to talk about Cornelius Smith and Straight Drop and Jojo Splatt. Now we know I could have done a different video on Jojo Splatt, but I kind of wanted to put them all together because they all intertwine in one way or another. We hear Jojo Splatt talking about straight drop all the time as it relates to the situation that Straight Drop is in, this assassination of young Dolph that he has been accused of. Jojo Splatt them were the main ones that went live, even before Straight Drop did that night, right? So we know that they intertwine. I know before anybody said, but what about Cornelius? Cornelius is more of a seasoned vet with his criminalistic behavior. And he wasn't looking for fame or anything like that. Cornelius just wanted the money. Okay. And that's what I believe. Okay. And because they've been charged because they have not been convicted yet, I would have to say what they are being accused of allegedly. Okay. As I've said before, I've expressed that I do believe they have two of the right people. And it's ironic that Jojo Splatt is someone who seems to have a connection to one of the people that is being charged in this assassination. Okay. Has a court date today too, but it's for something different. Let me express that. It is definitely for something different. Of course, we know that Cornelius and Straight Drop, and I kind of want to put them on the scene as I get into what I got on here for. This should be a short video. Who is first? Cornelius Smith. Now, we know this situation with Cornelius Smith and this bond hearing has been going on, you guys, for let's see, where is Cornelius Smith at? The situation with Cornelius Smith and his bond hearing has been going on since July. It has been going on since July. And, I know at this point, Cornelius should be getting frustrated, okay? He should be getting frustrated because, if he's innocent, if he didn't do this, those 800 pages and counting should not have knocked his attorneys off of their feet as it seems to me that it did. It should not take them this long to recuperate. They're consistently getting court dates rescheduled, it appears to me. And if the young man did not do what he's being accused of doing, then it shouldn't be an issue with them, this shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't take them this long to recuperate. I believe that it is the 800 pages. 800 pages since July should have been read, especially with the team they got. Okay. Sometimes I think that their team kind of scares me a little with what they do. Okay, but I think they need to be reading them 800 pages. Okay. I'm just saying, you know, anyways, let me not get into that. But it seems to me that it's taking them, you know, they're consistently getting court dates rescheduled and things of that nature. Now we see that he had a court date today on the 16th, and it has been pushed off until November the 4th. Okay. So they're asking for another, what? Probably another, I don't know, 60 days or something like that, 45 days. I don't know. But they're consistently pushing it off. It seems to me what's going to happen is they're going to mess around and hold on. Was I showing it? And the damn trial is going to start. That's what it seemed like to me. Okay. Let me remove that. I'm glad that I clicked back over to this screen and saw that. Okay, let me share a straight drop situation. Okay. Is this straight drops? Yes, Justin Johnson. Now, we know that Justin Johnson, which is straight drop, he is not eligible for parole. His own attorney saying that. So Ganguly team, don't get mad at me because Ganguly did say that, okay? He's not eligible for a bond hearing simply because he has another situation with federal court, right? He has another situation with federal court, but it seems like to me every time Cornelius goes to court, he goes to court. His court date has been pushed off until November the 11th also. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens on November the 11th when it's time for him to go back to court, right? You know, like I said, I don't know what's in those 800 pages and counting, but it seems to me maybe they kind of came out swinging. And like I said, I know it's got to be frustrating to the client if, you know, he says that he's innocent and you know, if he says that he's innocent and his attorney keeps getting the court date rescheduled, you know, I don't know, maybe, you know, they got a whole lot of witnesses or something, and you know, maybe they got a bombshell. Hell, you know, I don't know, but I just know that it's consistently being pushed off. And just from, you know, just from what I've experienced, you know, in the past, it was not good when, and I'll just say in past situations, from what I know, when it has been pushed off like that by the defense attorneys, those court dates, it's not good for the client. Okay. That means that whatever the prosecution had in those packets, they came out swinging, kicking. They came out with all of their rifles loaded. Like, it seems hard to recuperate, but you know, hey, you know, they might pull one on us. You know, we don't know. We know they pulling out all stops on the net. So, you know, hey. Okay, so let's go on over to Jojo Splatt. That's Cornelius Wesley. Let me see. Yeah. So that's Cornelius Wesley. That's Jojo Splatt. Okay. We know he had a felony arrest. And it had nothing to, it's not affiliated with this Young Dolls case at all. It has to do with other charges. Evading arrest, theft of property, 10 to 60,000. He's got 2 counts. So it seems to me all those charges that he's had before I don't see him on here. I absolutely don't see him. He had court today, so he may have some of those charges could have been dropped. You know, I don't know. I have to look at it later, but I want to pull up I came over here because I know it takes them a little while to update their system. So, but I don't see them. You know, I absolutely don't see them. Let's see, Cavasius. Let's see what you got going on, Mr. Jojo Splatt. Let me remove this. Okay, because he's more than likely in court as we speak. Still. And let's go over here. Okay, here it is right here. Okay, so here's his affidavit. And for those of you all that can't see it, I kind of want to read it to you all. It says that Cavasius Wesley did unlawfully commit the offense of theft of property 10 to 60. That's always a car. Theft of property $25 to $10,000. That's not necessarily a car. That's probably more than likely what was inside of the car. Some of those things that was left inside of the car. And evade an arrest. I wonder if he had to make a stop at the med, because if they have to chase you, they'll rough you up. It says that let's see. On Wednesday, August 10th, Memphis police responded to a MVT passenger vehicle and an aggravated assault at Hogan Motor Leasing Incorporated, located at 4510 Getwell Road. Victim Christopher Berry stated that he was attempting to load a 2016 Honda Accord onto a trailer for transport when he was approached by two unknown black males occupying a Jeep SUV armed with handguns. Berry backed away as one black male continued to point the handgun in Berry's direction. One male drove away in the Honda Accord, followed by the Jeep SUV. The NADA value of the 2016 Honda Accord is $21,225. So they jacking people that are, because if it was valued at $21,000, they jacking new cars. They watching as these folks load these cars up, you know, taking them to car lots and things of that nature. Okay. Yeah, because oftentimes with these car lots, what they do is they go to an auction that people with licenses, dealers' licenses go to. So I'm sure they watching as these people get their cars. They know exactly where the plug is. Like, I mean, they're doing a job. Of course, we know that there is a chop shop. There have always been chop shops, but this one seems to be more aggressive. I think it's a lot bigger. Allegedly, there is a rapper that is involved, that has been, you know, named, that has come up in the Young Dolph's assassination, that is one of the lead people over the chop shop. Okay, that's allegedly, but we already know that it's got to be bigger. We know some foreigners are involved too. That's the reason why they were stealing these catalyst converters, right? But anyways, I digress. These black kids need some repair. And okay, so to continue on, it says on Thursday, August 25th, this is another day, 2025. Oh Lord. August 25th, 2022, Memphis police responded to an MVT passenger vehicle inside the Hickory Hill Apartments, that's out east. Located at 3523 Graceland Drive, victim Ashley Best stated that she parked her 2012 Chrysler 300 around 1730 hours on August 25th, but when she woke up the following morning, her vehicle was gone. The NADA value of the 2012 Chrysler was $9,500. On Wednesday, September 8th, Rain Station officers observed a Honda Accord with temporary tag number Quebec November 76 Tango India. I forgot what J is, y'all. In the Summit Jack. J is Jack. The Summit Park Apartment 2. Individuals was observed coming from the stolen vehicle, the stolen Chrysler 300, and getting into the Honda Accord. When the unknown male realized that officers were on the scene, the suspect fled from the 2016 Honda Accord immediately. After a brief foot chase, the male, later identified as Cavasius Wesley, was taken into custody. Officers conducted an inventory of the vehicle and located 11 key fobs and a key programmer. Okay. Range station officers transported Cavasius Wesley to the VCU office for further investigation. Wesley was read his Miranda warnings, at which he waived his rights and signed. Wesley did not admit to taking the 2016 Honda Accord, but admitted to knowing it was stolen. Oh, Lord. He might as well have admitted it. Wesley did not admit to taking the 2012 Chrysler 300. Cavasius was transported to 201 Poplar. Now, these kids got key fobs and a key programmer. That only comes from a car lot. Okay, somebody, that's how you know that there are bigger fish that is controlling the situation. As I said, allegedly a rapper whose name has come up quite a bit in this Young Dolph situation owns a chop shop, or is leading a chop shop. That's not hard to believe. But I kind of believe also that they're working with a lot of foreigners, because when you start getting these key programmers, you're dealing with bigger people as it relates to that. Plants and car dealerships and stuff like that. These kids would not have the influence to get to people like that, to get the money to pay them to get them key fobs and shit like that. It is being given to them by whoever their boss is, and that is the person with the damn money. A lot of times these people that work on these cars, you know, that have these not only car lots, but also these vehicle places where you go and take your car to be worked on, these auto mechanic places, they will send a lot of these kids out, or a lot of these, and some of these young adults with their old dumb crazy asses that are damn car thieves. You 60 and a damn car thief, you pitiful. Okay, send them out to go and get certain cars so that they can have parts, so they won't have to pay for it, and still charge their client for it. They found a way, and these black ass folks go and do it. I need a part. It costs too much. I want to make almost 100% off of working on this damn car. And you go stealing or go up in somebody else's yard and steal somebody else's stuff. And it's easy for them to do, because now these cars are more sophisticated. So you're talking about key fobs and stuff like that. That comes from somebody that their boss has given them this. So it make it easier for them to get into these cars, but only somebody with some influence would have been able to pay for something like that. You know, it had to have come from a dealership or something like that. Okay, somebody that has a dealership or auto mechanic place. Okay, so you know, I think that that is sad that this is going on, but you know, he's in there now. He's in there, and I kind of want to see, because it's 10:30. I don't believe that he has been taken back to his pod, but I kind of want to look at something right before I get off as it relates to him, because I'm watching him closely. You know, I am watching him closely. Like I said, and you know, he was one of the ones in the very beginning, him and his friend that he's down there with, let's see, trolling Young Dolph. And as I said, I have not been able to get out of my psyche the fact that when this situation happened, you know, Soulja Boy, the famous Soulja Boy, jumps on the live with these dudes. I have not been able to get that up out of my psyche. You know, there's nothing that's coincidental about that shit. Okay, there's nothing that's coincidental about it. But what I will say is I'm praying for complete and total justice. And I believe that's what they're working on for Young Dolph, okay? And if some of these lawyers don't have their folks to back down, it's going to be a whole heap of them, okay, going down. Let me see. There's no hearing for this inmate. but he had a court date. Of course, we know he had a court date today. I guess they just hadn't updated. I kind of want to, I'm following. He's still in lower level G. He's still in lower level G. Okay. And you pay attention to these charges right here. I'm waiting to see if this is going to be updated, because the charges in Odyssey was a little different. You know, it looks like, you know, either they didn't put them all in there or some have been dropped. Okay. Oftentimes when they are charged with, like you see, employ firearm with intent to commit felony, 3 counts of it, a lot of times the attorney can have at least 2 of those thrown out, especially when they have 2 and 3 of those charges, right? So I'm waiting to see what's going to happen when this is updated, how many charges he's going to have, if anything was thrown out. I didn't see where he had an attorney, okay, because normally it will show his attorney. But y'all, this is something to watch. But as I was saying, just to recap, we know that Cornelius and Stray Dropp's court date was reset. That's becoming the damn norm now. Hell, you know, like I said, if Cornelius is innocent, like he says, you know, a lot of people think that he's innocent, then these court dates don't need to be consistently be reset. Hell, it ain't nothing in those 800 and counting pages that they was given. It shouldn't take that long to recuperate, right? And they can go ahead and have their hearing. And if they ain't got nothing, he could be out on bond until he goes to until the trial starts, right? Now with Stray Drop, we know that he is not eligible for a bond hearing, so I don't know why he keep having court dates, you know. But it seems to me he just kind of have them the same time that Cornelius has them. So hey, and with Jojo Splatt, he had a court date today. I'm waiting to see a little later what's going to happen when all of this stuff is when they start to update their systems and stuff. But in Odyssey, it kind of looks like that some of those charges were thrown out. You know, I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure, because sometimes, you know, they get a little lazy and don't put everything into Odyssey, depending on who the clerk is. But we do know on the sheriff's office site, he still has the exact same charges. But of course, they didn't even have it updated where he had a court date. So we know that that has not necessarily been updated yet, and it's still showing that he's down in G-Pod. So I'm waiting to see where he's going to be housed at, how much his bond is going to be a little later on. And of course, we're doing bond watch on him. I said the important thing as it relates to him, because an $18,000 bond is not something you come by all the time. I mean, he's a car thief. So we know he ain't got no damn $18,000 saved up. I don't reckon. You know, he might have it now, because they say he was really bossing up. Somebody was funding him. So I'm sure whoever his boss is got it. It ain't no doubt about that. So we gonna see who go bond him out, and see people try to be a little slick. Of course, we know his boss ain't gonna go down there and directly bond him out. They're gonna send some of the little dudes, okay? And so then we just have to do a history on little dude, see what he got going on, where he can come up with 18 grand. And I'm willing to bet you a dime to a dollar, a donut, or whatever they used to say, okay? That he would not have any means of coming up with 18 grand. Okay. Okay. So we'll just kind of follow that, you know, also. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to like, share, and subscribe. As I said, please hit the like button. It helps the video to circulate. Just wanted to give you guys an update on that, because I got to be out in these streets today. You know, I'm feeling a lot better. I want to thank you guys for your sincere prayers. The enemy always come to try to yoke you down, child. But we some fighters over here, child. We fights. Whether it's, you know, sickness that is sent our way, we send it back to the damn sender, and we heal and get up and keep going. We come back strong. It's okay.